Hello. As you might know, Vlad is on sick leave. I'm filling in for him, and in this episode, it's experiments. We'll be covering quick and simple methods for polishing headlights that anybody can use. We were inspired by a video where someone took some toothpaste, a toothbrush, and used that to restore his headlights. The results were pretty amazing. Now we've got us a big tube of Blendamid, which used to make eggshells harder in an old commercial. Hopefully we can get the same effect with these headlights. Also, aside from some toothpaste and a toothbrush, we have some... Evidently this isn't WD-40, but Valera is something that we use quite often. Also, we have some of this stuff, which has been pretty hyped up lately, though I'm not yet a believer in baking soda and lemons. And finally, we have a teapot. It's a special item we bought on AliExpress, which apparently can remove anything. Now I suggest we kick this off with the... toothpaste. And for the experiment, we've got this Honda Odyssey. These headlights, as you can see, have been through quite a lot. They might have been polished a bunch of times. Let's get started, shall we?
So have I got some good news for you fellas. Some cool new merch available on our website. Like, for example, these sweet signature hoodies. And the good news doesn't end there. The first 25 people to order these hoodies, we'll be offering them a 25% discount. And don't forget that there's a bunch of other stuff that you can order on our website. T-shirts, baseball caps, mugs, document holders. And we're offering some generous discounts on the entire lineup. And on top of any order you make, we'll throw in one of these stickers on the house. Don't miss your chance to get some merch at discount prices. Hit the link in the video description and grab yourself something.
Toothpaste, baking soda, lemon, teapot. Which is best for restoring headlights? Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. These headlights are about 3,000 rubles each, so we're prepared to take that hit. Not so much to repaint the bumper and hood. We are carefully masking them as not to ruin the car. And time for a generous helping of toothpaste. Some people think that the more toothpaste you use, the better the result you'll get. We've got a pretty thick layer on there, and I take it this should be enough. And now we take the toothbrush and start rubbing like this. We need to take our time and be thorough. The headlight does seem to be getting clearer. The toothpaste where I'm rubbing has a distinct yellow hue to it. What's on the brush and in this area is much dirtier compared to what's on here, to the freshly applied stuff. Right, the toothbrush is so tired. It'd take a year of using it to brush your teeth to wear it down like this. Let's clean all of this off with some water. So far, this is looking very sharp. It's a very nice effect, though we need to bear in mind that it is wet. It might start to look very different once it dries. Now we expect the exact same thing to happen that we saw in those other videos, when after the headlight was polished and dried, it turned white. Let's see how effective this was. Yep, immediately it looks all foggy. Now, in order to see whether this actually works in some capacity, we'll remove a couple of these strips. They've already gotten wet. Now they're definitely of no use to us. Now it's time for a before and after comparison. Well, you can see the line dividing the two areas, so there is some improvement. The headlight is a bit clearer now. Regardless, in both areas, the headlight is noticeably clouded up. But if on the left you still have some yellow, over here we did notice during the cleaning that the yellow was being separated. That must have been the old clear coat that had all but completely disintegrated. Yeah, that had to have been it. But if we are to be serious, then this is complete BS. Now it's time to tend to the other headlight, for which we've prepared some Valera. First off, this stuff is greasy, and applying anything greasy to a matte surface will likely make it shine. Now we just spray it onto the headlight, a big dose. Immediately you notice the headlight becoming shiny. It's even removing some dirt from the lens. Now we take a dry paper towel and wipe the surface. Yeah, it's safe to say that this stuff works, beyond a doubt. This is one of those tricks for used car salesmen. Look at how clear the headlight is. You can really tell the difference. It didn't make it onto here, but I do see a few drops right here which clearly stand out. Now, I don't see the point of harping on this for too long. That's definitely not going to get us anywhere. Instead, let's wash this off with a bit of water and see how clear it is after. This stuff is very greasy. I mean, as soon as I remove this stuff from the headlight, we immediately see it cloud up again. We'll set Valera aside for now and leave him in case we need to undo some bolts and fasteners. And next up, we have the lemons and the baking soda. So I treated the headlight with some degreaser to remove any residue, and it looks exactly like it did to begin with. The lubricant did nothing for us. Next, we'll be using ordinary baking soda and lemons. Here's how this works. So we cut a lemon in half, and then, well, the way people who are in the know recommend this be done is to first grab your lemon, apply a bit of soda. Yeah, I think I got this. Though I'd imagine that screwing this up would be pretty hard. And now we got the juice creating a chemical reaction with a distinct fizzing noise. Anyway, at this point, we give the headlight a rub-down. Apparently, we need to support the chemical reaction somehow. Which is why those people who are well-versed in this method recommend you press down on your lemon. Let's add a bit more soda. Squeeze out a bit of juice and continue. The baking soda, which used to be in powder form but isn't anymore, is now working as an abrasive agent. However, you can see that now it's completely dissolved. You can't really feel anything abrasive in there. Oh wait, no, there is actually a bit of baking soda left. You've still got some powder. Let me just get the seeds out. It didn't occur to me that I should. I reckon they might become a nuisance. So yeah, we get those out, then we squeeze on our lemon, which is fizzing and foaming up. Oh, we got another seed. I think the baking soda might have completely neutralized the smell. And now we continue to rub the headlight. I feel like we're gonna use up both halves of this lemon. Honestly, I don't see any sort of effect. The headlight still seems a bit cloudy. This lemon is wasted, we set aside what's left of it. Where's the water? We need do nothing more aside from just washing this filth off with a bit of water. After that, we should be looking at a clean and polished headlight. Oh yeah, these are some tremendous results. Let me get this a bit wet. And so far, even on a wet headlight, you can see the line dividing the clear and cloudy zones. That's like a difference of 50%. Now we dry the headlight with some compressed air. And there we are. You know, it seems like we actually got somewhere with the lemon. The headlight looks much clearer. It's not perfect, but if we compare to the silicone spray and the toothpaste, the difference is way more dramatic after washing the headlight. Now, the problem with all of this is that we didn't use anything abrasive to remove the upper layer of clear. And ideally, that's not the way you want to do it. Let's have a closer look at that device that we bought on AliExpress. And the first thing you notice is some sandpaper. We have some 1200 grain, 180, and some 800. We'll be using all of this to rub the lens. Over here we've got what looks like a normal sort of mug, but in fact it's a thermal cup, which is heated, plus you've got this orifice right here, to which you hook up this power pack, which I suspect is 12 volts. Yep. We'll be pouring in some of this liquid. It's bluish in color and it smells like... It's got a chemical smell to it. The instructions say we need to add this into the cup, but only a tiny bit. Then we switch the device on, and once we see steam coming out, at that point the headlight has to have been rubbed down, cleaned off, and of course degreased, ready for us to blow some steam onto it. Some kind of chemical reaction occurs. I guess the clear coat on the headlight dissolves or something, leaving you with a perfectly clear headlight. The fact that this takes multiple steps makes me inclined to call this a semi-professional process. Perhaps this might even get us somewhere? We've rubbed the headlight with some 1200 grain, and if we examine the headlight in its current form, well, the obvious immediate difference is that the surface is matte, which is totally normal, but what really matters is that it has become white, while this right here is quite noticeably yellow. Now, clearly we're not stopping here. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and grab the 2500 sandpaper and see what that does for us. The matte finish has become even more apparent. I think now might be the right time to degrease it. And then the interesting part. I've got my cup. I don't think we'll need any more than that. I really like the way it looks. You've got a faint scent of paint thinner or something along those lines. Now we plug it in. And wait. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Now the cup is slowly heating up. The instructions say we need to wait until it begins steaming. Yeah, you can already see it coming out, though it's barely noticeable.
Wow!
What sort of sorcery is this? Oh my goodness. Does it actually work? Oh my. And it's starting to sting my eyes. What we're witnessing is some actual magic. I was not expecting this. Perhaps it'll wash off, but that we'll find out a bit later. But now let's do the rest of the headlight. What's really amazing is the speed at which it's all happening. I do see a few scratches that aren't going away. Maybe if I keep at it. Now you definitely should avoid inhaling it. Yeah, the small scratches require a bit more attention. Maybe if I bring it a bit closer? Though I wouldn't want this to touch the headlight. I'm guessing it's melting the plastic or the upper layer of clear. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. At the end of the day, AliExpress wins, which is quite the shock for me, to be honest. Now, we still have no idea how this will wear and how long it's going to last. At the very least, it is starting to cure, and I really don't think this will be cloudy in like 2 days. In any case, we might do an update on this car in future episodes, like in 6 months to a year. At the very least, if something does actually happen to them, we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop. But as it is, AliExpress is where it's at. 2,500 rubles. You know, we might even link it in the description. The device itself and where we bought it. If anybody needs something like this, I mean, it made very quick work of these headlights. Okay, big thanks for watching. We're gonna continue polishing these headlights. Look out for a montage after I finish talking. Alright, see you guys.